Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. Last time we killed the mother worm, or whatever it was called, and we loaded our comitatus filled to the gills with chitin. And really what we should be looking to do, first of all, we need to head back to Tectum Carvos, just because we're relatively low on supplies. It happens during a brief break during the day. As you sit in the shadow of a cart and look back upon the dunes behind you, a strange sensation takes hold. A feeling of bewilderment and doubt. You suddenly realize its source. You no longer feel the way back to Vrotluk. The shamans told you this would happen. Perhaps it is just as well. The lost city of Vrotluk shall hold its secrets from all, except the ones guarding it. You give the order to depart. All right, and there you go. You can't get back to the city. Here's the Sunken Tower. I've been told if you would like to do the Sunken Tower DLC, which is free by the way, so it's kind of just part of the game now, you need to continue to talk to the bookseller in Larnak, possibly buy all of the books that he has for sale. So when I've been traveling around in the game, I've been buying and selling books just periodically to try and push that along. So eventually we will check out the Sunken Tower, but I have not unlocked it yet. All right, we made it back to Tectum Carvos. I would like to get a Beast of Burden. Now we can fill up the entirety of our, what do you call it? Inventory. That's it. What's the word? And then we're going to make our way back to Torzag's shelter. But before we do that, I would like to run down to the four corners here, the hills of Talion, and then make our way through Larnak to Mirage, check off the four corners quest mark, and then make our way all the way back to Torzag's shelter to sell off the chitin. I think that would be worth doing. Nobody needs to come along with us. I think the best way to the southwest is like this way. I've never gone this direction in the map, so it's a new experience for everybody. Off we go. Offering of food, sure. All right. Slightly south. Is it up here or is it down here? I don't know. Let's go this way. I think it's down. Perhaps. Are we close? 8 nodes. Still a little ways away. I hope they have more food by the time we get back to Tectum Carvos. I hope. All right, come on around. This is like gray wastes. I've never been down this way. It's kind of wild. It's fun that the map kind of, or this quest kind of let's not send those guys out. It's fun that this quest kind of pushes you to explore different parts of the map that you wouldn't normally go to. All right, we are in the circle here. So it says 8 nodes. I'm guessing it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like those 8 maybe? Aha! Crossing the bleak hills, you notice a flock of birds circling far, far up above the comitatus. Maybe this isn't what we were after? As you progress further and further into the borderlands between Imperial territories and Dragmalak, however, the avians begin to descend, and you can see that they are, in fact, drakes. Their black scales betray them as creatures belonging to the isolationist country on the other side of the region. Yet glints of pale sunlight on metal betray them as drake riders, and one of them swoops down, landing on a hill's crest just ahead. The creature spreads its wings menacingly and lets out a blood-curdling roar while the rider raises his spear. "Halt, travelers!" the man shouts. His voice must be projected by some magical means, because he is still too far away to be heard so clearly. "You are not welcome in Dragmalak," the rider goes on. "Our land has closed its borders off. Turn back or face our wrath." You are not sure that he is expecting an answer, but you can shout back at him nonetheless. You tell him that you will go wherever you please. Tell them that you wish to trade. No trading with outsiders. Take your business elsewhere. All right, goodbye. Okay. So we'll kind of circle down. Please don't get mad at me. Okay, thank goodness. And then up. Oh man, is it down here? Maybe. We might have missed out on it. This is why we have all the supplies we have, though. Don't tell me it's this stupid little thing here. It very well could be. What were we looking for? Maybe there's a hint in the four corners. Close to the hills of Talion and find a grove of gnarled trees. I bet it's right here. I'm gonna leave. No? I'm gonna be wandering around. Ah, dang it! Your scouts locate the small grove of gnarled trees and thorny bushes among the hills, only because Euless gave specific instructions where to look. Did he now? Did he really? Leaving the Comitatus behind, you enter alone, moving carefully between barbs and branches to find a small muddy pond at the center of the thicket. Strange flowers grow around the water, but there is nothing special or particularly interesting that catches your attention. Then you spot movement to your left. A lone chameleon is sitting on a branch at eye level. It crawls slowly upwards, but stops when you step closer. It changes colors fairly rapidly, eventually settling on an orange and purple scheme, which is odd considering that everything around it is brown or gray. Clearly it does not feel threatened by you as it rolls its bulbous eyes and licks its face. Since nothing else happens, you leave the thicket behind, hoping that whatever Euless wanted you to see here, you saw. Okay. Well, that was fun. Rest up a little bit. And then back to Tectum Carvos. Well, that was cool. Well, we got to all four locations. I hope Euless doesn't quiz me about what I saw or heard, because it's gonna test my knowledge of what I saw or heard over the last, like, 7 episodes-ish, if not more. Alright. Oh, we didn't make it back to the city? Although we can force march, because we got our stats back up. Hop in. Fantastic. That's not what I wanted to do. Did you guys get more food? You did! I'm proud of you. I'm gonna buy it all. Now, the question is, do we want to keep on trucking? I think we should stay here for now. Because even though we force marched a little bit, it's not too bad. And then any kind of vigor we would have lost from the force marches is recouped by sleeping in the stables. I think we should force march for real today. Oh. I was about to lose it. I thought I was going to be attacked by sandworms. And I was like, what was the point of that whole quest to kill all the sandworms, huh? But alas, not the case. Chill out, Ben. Alright. Keep generating your stats again. Up this way. We can try to scavenge some supplies today. Don't hunt. Got a little bit, but still a failure. We'll do it again. And we should reach Larnak tomorrow? Perhaps? Yes, we just got up to 12 movement speed. Fantastic news. In we go. We have nothing to hide. Show them our license. We don't have anything other than food and chitin. Restock on the food. Oh, one thing I wanted to do is we would like to propagate the crystal tamed Yergs throughout the land. You can set up like a Yerg selling market in each of the 4 big cities. I guess the other 3 big cities, because Larnak already has one. So let's talk to the ambassador about propagating the crystal-tamed Yergs. The ambassador seems amused by your offer, at least as far as you can tell from the insectoid visage. You offer to negotiate the larger towns in these regions so the Yergs sold by the embassy and tamed by Murno's magical craft can get to more people. Vagrus such as yourself would be able to get the creatures more reliably elsewhere, while the Euskori would see great wealth come to them that they can use to get what they want. In all honesty, you thought the ambassador would prove to be difficult in this matter, but you are proven wrong. Very good. Go and negotiate. Propagate drones. You are almost like Euskori now. You can promise Yerg to these cities. We deliver. Return when ready with the negotiations. The other 3 cities, Avernum, Devon, and Torzeg Shelter, would be your targets. You have a lot of traveling and negotiating to do. Now we can go establish a hub in Torzeg Shelter, and Devon, and Avernum, and then come back and tell them. Basically, we go there all the time anyway, so we should take the time. Stroll around the city, nothing to find. Let's go to Lucernum and check in, not here, to the fields. The Noonday Reader. So this is the place where you're supposed to activate the sunken tower or whatever. Check if your order has arrived. Here it is, Vagrus. Let me get it for you. The Bestiaris Imperium. We have updated our codex accordingly. We've already bought all of the other books that he has. So let's order a different book. Are there any is it any specific books? Do you think? There's a lot of them. Ancient Elves, Imperial Fortresses, Searing Plains, the Riven Realms, the Plains, Damaha, Tark. Powers That Be? Everdark Adventure Book? Something about arcane lore. Sure. Order it. One of these days we'll get our hands on the Sunken Tower quest. But it is not this day. Exchange? You guys are heading to Mirage and Crystal? Hop on. We're heading that way tomorrow. Let's rest. No more movement, so we'll just sleep on the ground today. Grab some more food. And then we shall head out. Oh man, I'm so jazzed that maybe the worms aren't gone entirely, because they did say that it might take years for them to die out. But I have to imagine they are greatly reduced in number and or strength. And that alone is like a massive relief for me. I can wander around the deserts without having like a small army at hand. You guys critically failing and making me lose vigor. Inspiration, fantastic. Let's get that vigor back that we lost. And we've reached Mirage today. Who's in charge? Darius? I think that's the house I have the least reputation with. This art I think is used for the other oases as well, but that's fine. The Strange Camp. We've come to talk to Ulyss. Ask him about the story old man Agos told you. We'll ask Ulyss in a second about that, but tell him that we have visited all the 4 places he told you about. Ulyss becomes excited when you claim that you have visited all the 4 places he challenged you to see. His eyes, all 3, glimmer with a curious glow, and he regales you with coffee and biscuits as you recount the adventures. Then he asks you very specific questions, namely about the kind of precious stones on the hippogriff statue, about the joke the living stone told you, about the color the chameleon took in the grove, and finally he wants to listen to you hum the melody you heard at the voiceless lake. He seems to take great comfort in your replies and proceeds to close his eyes for a moment. You're afraid that he dozed off, so you ask him what this all meant. A smile spreads wide on his wizened face, and he says, "Oh, nothing really. Your most challenges are just silly chores, set and undertaken to prove a point in someone's worth. arbitrary tasks without purpose or meaning apart from what we give them. You asked for yourself. If you found meaning or entertainment in doing it, all the better. What's more important is that you did not disappoint, dear colleague. I put a fair and difficult challenge to you, and you prevailed. Not only are you worthy to be named among the best of our wandering kind, but I hereby swear to tell tales of your deeds, which means the right people will hear of you, I promise. Other Vagri for certain. You thank old Euless for spreading the word. Yeah, 3 renown. We're frickin' famous, man. 2 insight as well. Let's ask him about the story old man Agos told you. Euless is quietly contemplating what he has heard for a few minutes once you conclude the story Agos told you. Well, that's an odd one. Not sure what to make of it. Did everyone get what they deserve? Did it really happen? He chuckles. No, I'm sure it did. Parts of it, at least. See, I know this fellow. The pause and the frown are quite telling. Agos. He gets around, hands out advice and favors, but he does come to collect. I feel like I've had this conversation before. You ask the old man to be more specific. I've had my run-ins with Agos, neither here nor there now. You figure it out if it comes to that, I'm sure, but just know that he is not exactly what he appears. For one, and let's say his tale is true. Oh, we've definitely heard this. Do you think it's a coincidence that the last pilgrimage kept showing up around that Comitatus? He said there's no account of that lousy spirit host haunting the same group of people more than once, but how do we know, really? Have you ever thought about that? It's because nobody lived to tell the tale? Except good old Agos, of course. But then he falls silent, and no matter how you push the matter, he refuses to tell you more. He simply smiles politely. Well, have a nice day, Euless. We are out of movement. Arcane Avernum Crystal. Alright, crystal people, come along for the ride. Let's rest. Exchange for news. And then head out. We got some people to drop off at Crystal. I gotta write down what it is Crystal wants me to bring to them to continue to develop the town. I got that mission like forever ago, and I've done nothing to move it along. All right, and then into Crystal we go today. We'll stop in the town, drop off those people. I should have grabbed food in Mirage, because that's the cheapest food around. So that's my bad. I lost a little money there. Any new passengers? Torzag Shelter? Absolutely. Come along. Workers looking for opportunity. All right. Let's check. Is it you? Nope. They have a special deal for being able to persuade. Sell them scrap metal. Okay, I'm getting my notepad. Writing this down. Scrap metal. Of course I grab a pen that cannot write. Different pen. What a joke my desk is. Scrap metal times 10. Okay. I assume that's not 10 stacks, that's just 10 quantity. And then timber or marble. We can just sell them any number of timber or marble. Okay. Timber / marble stacks. So timber you can get from the Dragonlands. Marble you get from Arcane, which is not too far away. Scrap metal is probably like an Avernum thing. Although we can get scrap metal from the ogres. If we give them like fruit and whatnot. So, okay. So now we can probably, if I remember to even work on it, we can make some progress on that. Oh, I should have put my people to work. Oops. Alright, swap over. Heat crystal. And then our goggles, please. Leave. Make your way through the crystals. We should try, one of these days I should try doing the task to mine for crystals in the crystal forests. Apparently, it's just like random events that pop up from time to time. And I've never had it happen to me. But I've never been like wandering around in the crystals. I've always just like been traveling on through. So we will swap to our heat crystal again. We will do that tomorrow. Go ahead and rest up. We could have tried to force march it through, but I think it's a little tricky to do that. And now we don't have to force march at all, so not so bad. Now, how far is Torzag's from here? 5 to 7 days. So maybe we go split the difference and just have 6 days worth of food. And we'll rest here today, too. I almost wonder if I should be using the dowsing rod instead of the candle of living dead, unless I'm like specifically in a place that's dangerous from undead anyway. And then the tents. Great. I think I will rest here today. You guys have any passengers? Not really. Maybe the Mines of Plenty. Maybe not. I don't know. And now we're zooming. I'm curious how much money I'm gonna make from all that chitin that I picked up. Because it was free. I didn't even have to buy it. It's pure profit. Except for all the food I had to pay to get over here, but get out of here. You don't want to tangle with this. I'm too much for you to handle. And we will should reach Torzag Shelter tomorrow. Yes. And we even have a little extra movement. Approach the guards, nothing to hide. License, in we go. Drop off the workers that we had. And now, the big payoff. Sell all of it. The price does drop dramatically from selling so much chitin all at once, but 154 bros is pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with that. Exchange news. Okay, so before I forget, let's do the Yurg propagation in Torzag Shelter. I just like raised my hand like I was I was like announcing my presence or something. I would also like, let's grab the 9 iron they have here. I would like to gather the iron necessary. I need 31 iron to finish fixing the realm gate here. Because I had 129 the last time I checked. And I have 50 spectral residue, I have the silver, and I have the oil. I just need 31 more iron. So for next time, I'm gonna stack up iron and then we can go get that realm gate fixed. And then we can make crap tons of money because we can haul obsidian and ivory to the other side of the world, and then we can haul oil back, and then we're unstoppable. Okay, Yurg propagation. In order to set up the crystal-tamed Yurg business in the city, you will need a strong faction not only to pitch in, but also to put pressure on local magistrates who will in turn give you permission to arrange the deal. We do not have friendship with Sergorod, but we do have friendship with the Loaders Guild and Tullus Capasius. Tullus Capasius is your man. Why don't we work with the Loaders Guild? Is that going to make them happier to work with us? Once you explain your plans and ask for their aid in return for providing the Yurgs through the embassy, the Kapos withdraw to discuss the opportunity behind closed doors. Luckily, they see the merit in your proposition and agree to fund the operation as well as deal with the local magistrates for the permit, although it might bring some unwanted attention to you in the long run. The hub will soon be set up and you will be able to get your hands on crystal-tamed Yurgs for your Comitatus and Torzag Shelter too, after you talk with the ambassador in Larnak. It is good business. Hey, we did get, yes! So we should choose whoever we want to try to get rep with. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, so let's grab a mission to head over to the Crystal Mines, or the Crystal Mines? The Crimson Gate and the Mines of Plenty here. Lumen, Devon. Basically, what I'm anticipating is having to grab iron at both the Crimson Gate and the Mines of Plenty. So we have this one for Ratharnak, Crimson Gate. I think it's mostly working for the Dragon Land houses over there when you head in that direction. Salem would be an option too, because we could pop up and check in on our outpost as well. But it looks like that's all she wrote. So let's just grab as much supplies as we can. And then we might as well hit the road. There's a lot of traveling in one episode. From one end of the world to the other. It's really nice being able to move that far. Pay the road tax? I don't think so. Be gone, filthy worm. Let's get our vigor. We'll just zoom on by the crossroads. We'll talk to Buka some other time. We don't need to do that today. Do a little force marching. Perfect lineup. We actually used all of our movement today, which is awesome. And we can reach the Crimson Gate. That was like the perfect layout for our movement speed there. Perfect timing. Don't pay any taxes. We don't need to do that. We're above that kind of thing. And then what do we got from missions from you guys? Anything useful? Not really. So we'll just leave it be. What do you got for metal? You have 1 iron? This is a joke. Let's go ahead and rest. Don't put our people to work. They're tired as it is. Oh, before I leave. Did you get... Aha! I was like, did you get any more iron? Well, I've been waiting around. We can always grab more supplies on the way back. Well, I should get them now. In case... And I think I will probably pop up to the outpost. Because what that allows us to do is we'll get to the outpost and then turn around and we'll grab more iron on the way back. Because we'll buy whatever iron's here. A full stack. So what is that? We're up to 19. And we need 12 more. So if we turn around, or if we get up to our outpost, turn around and hopefully get 1 more stack, we'd need 2 more iron somewhere along the way. Maybe we can get it in Salem. Maybe we can get it here because we'll rest tonight and maybe get another iron out of it. Let's turn that in. Torzeg's Devon. Okay, nothing from these guys. But we will rest in the Manzio tonight. Avernum, Algaros, Work Camp, and Arcane. Not what we're looking for. More iron? Yes! We're up to 20. We need 9 more. Do I need more food? I don't think so. Yeah, Salem is 2 days away, and our outpost is like... Well, maybe 1. 1 stack worth. I think our outpost is like 2 more days beyond Salem as well. Just to be safe. In case something goes wrong and we, like, drop our food all over the ground or something. Who knows what'll happen, man. Just when you think you've got the game figured out. Something else that we need to figure out is there is a special quest in Salem that I have not managed to figure out yet. I don't think we're going to focus on it right now since we're working on the Realm Gate. But eventually I would like to work on that quest too, because there is an achievement for it. So I think it behooves us. Oh, the 2 iron we were looking for! We're so close now. We just need 7 more. I'm so excited. What was I saying? we just need I would like to knock out the Realm Gate, and then maybe after that we can focus on trying to get the Salem quest unlocked. It has to do with the salt mines. And we kind of have like we've heard rumors about it. but I haven't figured out the whole thing yet, and I don't think I've like triggered it completely. Hey, we can actually reach our outpost today. A little bit of forced marching, never hurt anyone. You approach the outpost carefully. You're back. Let me tell you about the hardships. Skortar, they were overwhelmed. We were defeated. Many died. Morale is down. Further developments. Good news! Denizens joined the camp. Lacking equipment. Crappy period. Slew some Jacra and a Slarad. We got a pristine trophy. And that's it. Okay. Our obedience is still bad. Our morale is great. Good for them. I don't know how to get the obedience back up. Can I smack them around? Where did all your money go? Did somebody steal the money? They're doing fine on supplies. Yeah, they're generating more than they're consuming. Their estimated income is 10 bros. It must have been... Yeah, it must have been... like, somebody must have stole it, maybe? Is that a thing that can happen? Who would we like to generate more rep with now? So House Venari is at 950. That's pretty solid. I don't know if we need to be boosting that any further. We'll just keep an eye on it. We could always switch it around. But I'm thinking we should start selling to somebody else so we can just start generating rep and possibly push to the next level for a different large house. So maybe Ratharnak is the way we go. It's still a long ways away, but it's the next closest. Oh, actually, House Aqua is probably the way to go. Yeah, let's try House Aqua. Because I would love to get to, yeah, I was gonna say, I would love to get to a high rep with all of the different houses. That would be nice. And some of the, actually all of the level 5 bonuses are all well worth it. So let's go House Aqua. You get a little less money, but the reputation is really, really nice. Yeah, what happened to all your funds, you bozos? All right, just in case, because the estimated profit is 9 per month. Normal shifts. Mixed beasts is not great. This is gonna make Elani mad, and I don't know how to deal with it otherwise. So we're gonna kill him. Elani's upset, but we'll give her like a trap kit or whatever. I wish you could tell the game to be like, all right, when you get get beasts of a different kind, kill it. Or maybe what we should do is I should switch these around so they don't have beasts of burden. Or I mean, they don't have mammals, and then we just leave them with lizards, because they keep finding lizards in the desert. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah. Yeah, it takes 21 a month per upkeep. And what are we, how much are we generating? Yeah, 30 per month. Okay. We could increase the workforce. I am confused where all their money went, but I don't know. Who knows? We'll put them to... Whoops. Put them up to 100, just in case. Maybe I took all the money. I have no idea, man. We can take the salt back with us, because I can sell that myself. Some people did recommend, if you get enough labor in the camp, you can push it to 200% rations to balance out working 12-hour shifts, and then you make crazy amounts of reputation. But we'll figure that. I think I have to upgrade my outpost first, and we've looked at that before. You need 500 ivory, 100 timber, 150 break help, and 80 bronze. Definitely something I'm not going to do on camera, because that's not interesting at all, or at least not for most people. Let's go ahead and rest. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to get the obedience back up in my outpost. Oh, before I leave though, we should definitely give them any extra equipment I have lying around. So let's see here. How do I tell what I can give them? So they have traps. Are skewers a thing? Apparently. Okay. So skewers. I have these exquisite tools and I am not using them because I swapped those up for the Colress saddlebags. I will gladly put that to work here. Let's give them mining equipment. I'm going to give you all 4 of these because I have... Ah, that's interesting. Exquisite tools give you slave workforce bonus. And good quality tools only give you worker workforce. When they're working for the Comitatus. That's interesting. So it's actually not very... That's not useful for me at all because I don't use workers. Can I give you mount blankets? Doesn't look like that helps you. Oh, I can hover over it. Duh. I've done this before. Should I give them the cat? That doesn't change anything. How about the larva? Nope. Guard animals does. They do decay over time, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Do you want a candle of living dead? Does that help? How about a scrying orb? All right, I think we've given them as much equipment as we can. And then let's pause the episode there. It's already 35 minutes in. We will pick up here next time, and next time we are gonna try and finish the realm gate. So look forward to that. If you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you would like to see more episodes of Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notifications are on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!